Welcome to the Enigma Daily, everybody. Thursday edition. Today, we normally talk about on Thursdays, we normally talk about ancient civilizations, lost societies, and things of that nature. However, I had something hit my desk this morning and I had to move it around. Sorry about that. My microphone just took a hit. That was loud on you. Something hit my desk this morning and I wanted to jump right into it. It actually has a lot of relevance going on. I don't know if you've heard the news or not, but supposedly there's several, I'm not making this up, thousands of strange things are happening right now on our coast, on the east coast and west coast of the United States of America. A report actually came out around October 26th of this month, of this year, and the report's going to pull this up right here. Good morning, Robert. Thanks for joining in, Robert. How you doing? Anyways, so the report basically says UFO tracker shows thousands of eerie underwater objects lurking along the U.S. coast, East Coast, West Coast, and the Gulf of America, right? And these aren't just random drifting blips or, marine life. These objects are moving at impossible speeds, changing directions, at will, incredibly fast with zero inertia effects. And also they are maintaining their constant depth. That's very hard to do when you're in the ocean. Even a submarine, when it's going along, will drift up and down a little bit, right? But these things are maintaining their constant depth even in, rough waters. As always, the link to this article will be in the description of the video. That's actually one of the lights that was just recently captured right there. And to date, we're looking at about 30,000 USOs. USO stands for underwater submergible object, right? And there's plenty of data to go along with this. I can't play this because it actually has nothing to do with what's going on. It's just a little spam that was in there. So let's break that off. Good read in the description of the video. Highly recommend you guys go and check it out. But I can break down what the analysis is for you. Clusters is what they're calling it. Clusters of USOs, underwater objects moving at crazy speeds off the east coast of the United States of America and the west coast of the United States of America, and actually inside the Gulf of America as well. And this isn't one or two encounters they're talking about. We're talking literally thousands of these things have happening. It's increasing actually since the month of October. California, Washington, Florida, all these areas seem to be affected by it, right? And these areas are known for naval traffic, submarine testing, drones, and things like that. But they're saying that this is not what's happening down there. These objects appear to be showing up quickly, disappearing quickly, traveling extreme distances very fast. And the only way for that to happen is this technology called Transmedium technology. And basically that is when you are not affected by the Earth's, environment. You can come in and out of the water at incredible speeds and barely even make a splash, sometimes not even make a splash, right? And what transmedium material does is it doesn't heat up when you move. And when you're inside that transmedium, you're not, subject to any type of inertia where, if you turn left or you turn right or you just take off or slam on the brakes, you don't turn into paste, right? And that's what's going on right here. And the instant directional changes, the constant depth hovering, even in turbulent water, that's extremely hard to do. It's very hard to do. Temperature anomalies where they're not matching up with, what they're supposed to be doing, how they're supposed to be doing it, right? Sometimes they're hot, sometimes they're cold. It's very strange, right? And in some cases, the objects literally appear to be entering and exiting the water at impossible speeds, right? And so this same pattern has been reported over the years by Navy pilots, radar operators, sonar operators, even civilians along the coast have reported these anomalies happening, right? And so right now there's a list that they're trying to drop. I don't want to put that out here to take away from the content. They're trying to drop a list right now. So a lot of people are saying that this is made up. But a lot of people are also saying that we're in some type of nuclear situation going up and down, especially the East Coast. I don't buy that personally. And the reason why is because of what it later goes on into say in this report. Basically, I'm just going to call it a phenomenon, right? That this has been happening all year. And right now it seems to be coming to a precipice. It seems to be coming to a head, for lack of a better word. And a lot of people are starting to asking the reasons why, right? And there's 4 major theories that I have that I'll put out here real quick about what these could possibly be. 1, classified military technology. You can't rule that out. Skunk Works has been around since Roswell. Night vision goggles, you know, there's so much, our air traffic, our stuff that we see in the sky, we see in the air, the triangle UFO, that's us 100%. So you can't rule that out. The second thing they're saying is possible foreign advisory drones. No shot, that's a drone. No shot it is. None of our enemies have this technology, especially not transmedium technology. And they wouldn't be poking the bear right now either, so I wouldn't believe that. Unknown or natural phenomenon. They want to try to tell you, scientists try to tell you this gas coming out of the ocean floor. That's ridiculous. They don't even really try anymore, to be honest with you. They really don't even try anymore to give you believable lies. They just throw out the first thing that comes and they just pretend like, you know, they try to gaslight you and try to say like, oh, that's not what we said, or you didn't see what you see, right? That's the craziest thing. They try to tell you, you didn't see what you saw. It was a weather balloon. Again, like in Florida, I didn't see this personally, but there was a big meteor that burnt up in Florida last week and just came in the early mornings, and they're trying to tell you that it was just some type of meteor shower. It definitely wasn't a meteor shower, but it possibly could have been a satellite burning up on re-entry. Who knows, right? And the fourth one, at least they are starting to add this into the conversation. Non-human intelligence. And that doesn't mean aliens or UFOs. It just means something that's not us. And you can look into that whole scenario that they go into about how Tim Burchett, congressman again, I have his card right here. I've spoken to him. I've been to the UAP hearings in DC. I've spoken with him in the hallway. I've taken pictures with him. They're on all my social medias. You can go look it up. He's pushing hard about the 6 or 7 different subspecies or bases that are living in the ocean right now with us, right? So it could possibly be them. And again, I'm a Christian. It always ties back to the Bible. All the beasts in the book of Revelations come where? They come out of the ocean. The Bible says those who live on the earth, which is us, those who live in the earth, which are the Nephilim, and those who live in the waters, which are whatever these creatures or whatever this species can be. It says there'll be no place to hide, right? Every single ancient civilization from Japan to Africa tells stories about beings coming out of the water and helping them. So they're not us in human form, but they are probably some type of being. Even in the Bible, in Genesis, it says on the earth, before man was made, there were men on the earth, mighty men, talking about Nephilims and stuff like that as well. Fascinating read. Fascinating story. Timing is always suspect. They beat every time something. Here's why you got to take this with a slight grain of salt too, right? My channel is not a political channel, but I don't live with my head in the sand. Every time something major is about to happen politically or some type of bombshell, they rattle the fake alien invasion. They rattle the aliens are here, UFOs are here, something. Every time something in politics happens, they have to go and rattle this UFO, USO thing. And it's happening right now again. They're talking about like, you know, something's going on with the waters. Who knows what it really could be. But I do know that it's true. There are things that live in the ocean. The ocean, they say, is only 80% explored. That's a lie. It's probably more like 80% unexplored. It's probably more like 95% not explored. There's places outside of shipping lanes that, you know, people never go. Diego Garcia, I was there for a year, is in the middle of freaking nowhere. If you're not going to Diego Garcia, you would never find Diego Garcia. It's actually not even an island. It's it's an atoll. It's a rim of an extinct volcano. So yeah, man, something is strange going on, but you also can't rule out that something is about to happen. This whole 3-Eye Atlas thing that I've covered, the whole congressional thing that's covered, the strange things that are going on in the strange, I don't know, the vibe that's going on. Something is happening. I don't know what it is, but it feels like something is right on the edge of happening. People, I don't want to go down the rapture route. I don't do that. I don't even think the Bible even really mentions the rapture, but I've had discussions with people about that as well. I actually did an episode on here as well. I think it's the highlighted video on the channel. You can go to the homepage and check that out about the rapture discussion. Either way, that's not what we do here. I bring you guys the information of what's going on and you make your own decisions, right? I drop the breadcrumbs and you let me know. If you got any suggestions or if you know what it is, or you have any theories, just put it in the comment in the video and I'll get around to it and check it out, man. So if this is your first time finding us, we are the Enigma Daily. We are the sister channel of the Ancient Enigma Files. Our format is we go live Monday through Friday. This is my morning show for 8 to 10 to 15 minutes, and we talk about this type of stuff. UFOs, cryptids, conspiracies, biblical prophecies, ancient civilizations, and we even do a little bit of paranormal stuff, right? And you'll like my show as soon as you accept that everything you've been taught as a child is a lie. Your gym teacher was fat and your business teacher owned no businesses. Just let that sink in as you get going down here. If you're interested in our long form content, go back to the landing page. You'll see the highlighted channel. Click on that. Go to the Ancient Enigma Files. We got a great episode dropping tonight, 9 o'clock, and enjoy yourself. But however, I could use your help here. If this is the first time finding this channel or you've been watching me for a while, please just give it a subscribe and a thumbs up. It costs you nothing, but it helps this channel reach more people, right? And that's what we're trying to do. I'm trying to get to 100 subs, then to 1,000, and then to 10 exit from there on, from then and there on, right? If you don't like what you saw or you don't like the format, do me a favor as well. Give it a thumbs down, but let me know in the comment what you would like to see different or what we can make improvements on as we go, right? So that's Thursday's episode. I've kept you here for about 10 minutes, guys. I got to run out to the next one, and we'll see you tomorrow where we dig into some biblical stuff. Have a good one.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.